Right now, as you watch this, your mind is talking to you. It might be saying, "This is cool," or "I'm not sure about this." But here's the secret. Those thoughts didn't just pop up out of nowhere. They're like a playlist your brain made based on all the songs you've ever liked. When something comes on that doesn't sound familiar, you might want to skip it. You might even click away from this video. But if your brain hears a tune that feels like who you are or who you want to be, you lean in and listen. See, we think we're making brand new choices every second, but a smart person once said that our life is basically a collection of habits. Like a trail we've walked so many times, it's now a dirt path. And that's the biggest trick of all, the feeling that we're always in control. We call it freedom. But what if we're just following paths that were made for us a long time ago? Our brains are smart. They like to save energy. Think about learning to ride a bike. At first, it took all of your attention. But now you can pedal, steer, and look around without even thinking. This happens because of a simple rule. If something feels good or helps you, your brain remembers how you did it. Do it again and again, and it becomes a habit, an automatic program that runs in the background. This is how a single decision becomes a deep habit. The good feeling, like the relief from avoiding an awkward moment, physically strengthens that part in your brain. Your brain is essentially building an autopilot for you, but it goes even deeper. These strong paths don't just control your actions. They control what you notice in the world. Your brain gets millions of signals every second. It can't pay attention to all of them. So it uses your past, these strong, well-worn paths, as a pair of glasses to see the world. This internal map is your brain's best guess about how the world works. It doesn't just let information in. It interprets the information based on your past. It's constantly asking, based on my old paths, what is this probably? So a person with a strong people are judging me path isn't just seeing things different. The brain's map is telling them that a laugh is probably at their expense, or a glance is probably criticism. They are living inside a world built by the past experiences. So the loop looks like this. Your past builds your internal map. This map then colors and shapes what you see, creating your personal reality. Your personal reality decides what you do, and what you do then updates the map, making it even stronger. You're in a very real cycle where your past is using your brain to create a present that looks just like it. You're both the builder and the person living in the world you built. Let's step back and imagine your mind is a hill covered in fresh snow. Every thought is like a sled going down the first time. You can go anywhere. But if you take the same path over and over, a groove forms. Soon, your sled gets stuck in that groove. You aren't choosing the path anymore. You're just following the deep track you already made. Every time you go down it, you only make it deeper. This is the collection of habits. You have become a passenger on a sled, following a path you built long ago. So, where is the way out? How do we step off the sled? This is where a man named Viktor Frankl gives us the key. He survived incredibly hard times and discovered that between what happens to you and what you do next, there is a space. In that space is your power to choose. In your choice lies your growth and your freedom. That pause, that space is the only place you can change the program. It's the difference between a reaction, which is automatic and follows the old groove, and a response, which is chosen by you and can start a new path. In every moment, you have a simple, powerful choice. Follow the old program or pause and write a new one. I call this act of pausing and choosing taking the wheel. It's the skill of interrupting the autopilot to steer yourself on purpose. But here's why it's so hard. You can't just decide to take the wheel. Your whole system, this reality building machine, is already set to follow the old maps. When you try to make a new choice, it feels weird, hard, or scary. It's not just you choosing in that moment. It's the ghost of every habit you've ever built, trying to keep you in the world it knows. In my work, I've seen how these loops show up everywhere, especially when people try to get stronger or healthier. Your results, or why you're stuck, aren't random. They are the physical proof of which internal program is running. I found 12 common paths, 12 different autopilot programs. Each one builds a familiar world, even if that world is hard. The burnout perfectionist creates a world of always being tired by never letting themselves rest. The frozen executor creates a world of standing still by planning forever and never starting. The preemptive quitter creates a world of staying the same by pulling away from anything difficult. The truth is, you don't need to try harder. You need to see which program is running your life. You need to find that space, that pause, to change the code. That's where you truly start taking the wheel. If your body and your life feel like they're on autopilot right now, it's because they are. You are living in a world that your past habits built. There's a link below to a quiz. It will show you which of the 12 autopilot programs is your main one. You'll get a clear picture of the loop you're in and the first real step to pause it. So you can stop building a world by accident and start building it on purpose. That space is always there. Your freedom is in that pause.